Okay, so let's start now. Yesterday we discussed about uh, some of the concept. So we'll go through one by one. So today I'm going to be explain a style component and a form, only two concepts. Then we are going with any doubts or questions related. Okay. So because you will get to know what is the like any. Yeah, sorry, I was on mute. See, today we are going with some of the concepts, and along with we are going to recap any doubts or questions you can ask. You can ask me. Okay. So first, we'll open our terminal training batches in the D folder. Training batches. Yes. Okay, so yesterday we have discussed about list rendering and a conditional rendering and method as a prop. So one thing it is left. So I will take another example. So no worries. So list rendering yesterday we have discussed what is the list means. So normal list. So we are taking something called a that's use name. Okay, this is an empty list. It is going to be display the list item. So where is the list we are going to be passed? So list should be anything. We can store any value or any array or anything. So you can store it. So you can display the list. So and one more thing, and we have discussed about the conditional rendering. What is a conditional render? So there are two options will be there, whether true or false, or if it is not, this is a case. If it is a case, this is not a case, something like that. So we'll do npm start. Okay. So yesterday we have discussed about a list, right? So what is the list? A list and a method as an prop and a conditional rendering. What is a list? List, as you know, menu list or anything it will be. So anything it is a list. Okay, just a minute. Okay, so how to display the list? So yesterday I think we have done a little bit changes here. Okay, so now we are adding some JSON data here. So that JSON data it is going to be printed. The last output is a conditional render. The first yesterday what we have discussed here, the list render. So in the list render, what happens? We are going to be take a one JSON data here. What is the JSON data? So the JSON data is a one thing. We are going to be add our what is this one? Control Z. So we need to add some control X package, and this is how we have add. Okay, so what is the JSON we are going to be pass here? So we are going to be pass a key pair value. So what is the key pair value? So something like that, like ID and name or something like that. So if you don't have a value, so just go here. So JSON, something called a fake JSON. So I'm going here, something called albums. So I want to take this data. Okay. I want this JSON. Okay, so let's remove everything. Control V. So this is a data, user ID and a ID and a title is there. Okay, so this data I want to print it. Okay, so where to print? So after this, the square bracket, so I want to add a some, what you can say, semicolon thing. Sorry, we have done a little bit mistake here. So we'll write a use effect one more time. So use effect, open close brace, and bracket, and so this is our use case. Okay, so here what we are going to write, so we are going to be write a one data here, constant JSON data something like that equals to I want to write a my JSON. So what is a JSON? It is an array of JSON object. So after this one, so I want to set what is the use state we are using here. So something I want to take here the constant bracket. So use state, open close brace. Okay, data, set data. Okay, so this is we are going to be take, but what is the type? Type is a array type. Okay, so that is the array type is there. So this data we are going to be set. So where we are going to be set? We are going to be set data of what is this one? So JSON data. Okay, so that data is going to be map here. So how to add the here? So just I want to comment this one and uncomment this one. So import list render, save it. We'll go here. We'll go here. So okay, so we what mistakes we have done. So just go for the console any error. So Microsoft okay. Okay, so let's see. So this is a my list render. So I have a one list. Okay, so the initial list will be that's empty array. So then use effect it is going to be called. So we are going to be add a one more thing. So this is a bracket is a thing. It is going to be called a once at a time. Okay. See, it is a 850 times it is called. So if you want to call once at a time, so you are going to be make a bracket like this. Okay. So this is my data is there. So then I want to print the item dot id and item dot name. So, but the name is not there. So that's why I want to add a item dot title here. See, item dot id it is printing. Okay, item dot title it is need to print. See, this is how to display the list. Okay, so you want to have a one more option user ID. If you want to define a user ID, how to do? So open close flower bracket forward slash to differentiate between the one item. So item dot what is this one? User ID. Save it, run it. See here, user ID is a one, and this ID we are going to be display inside the list item. Okay, what happens if I remove it? It is throwing in some warning type of error. See, each child is as the list should have a unique key property. So that's why we are passing the key equals to item dot what is this one? ID. Okay, so the item dot id, save it, so there is a no error. Okay, so here any confusion here, any can I explain uh, okay, Sharnu, do you have any confusions here? Feel free, if you not understand also, I'm telling that Prakyat, Akshay, Vidya, Sharnu. Uh, Siddesh, okay, I am telling everyone, you guys, so if you have any doubt in this code, you just let me know. So I will explain one more time. Okay, so what is this one? So I want to writing a list component. So this is my component. Okay, list render. So then I have taken a use state. Why we take a use state? To store the data. So initially data set data. So the what type of data? It is a array type of data. So data, set data, use data. Initially data is what? It is an empty array. So use effect means what? You don't need to worry. So you just understand it is for calling the so API calling something like that call. It is called something called a function. Function call you assume. Why I'm telling this one is in the use state. This is a use effect is in a hook. It is going to be explained in the hooks concept. Okay. So because we are using a functional component, that's why I am telling this one. Okay, so use effect uh, arrow function a constant JSON data. So what is a JSON data? I have created an array of object. Okay, so these are all the many array of object. So that data where I am going to be set, I am going to be set to the data. Okay, so I am going to be set to the JSON data. What is a JSON data? Your JSON data is the whole thing. Where it is going to be set? It is going to be set to the data. Okay, so once you set the data, so then data dot map. What is a map? So map is a one thing. It is going to be iterate with a unique value. Okay, so data is containing, and we are going to be map. So this data is dumped into the item. So item is a temporary variable. You can define anything. If instead of items, or I can define X. Yes, it will take. Save it, run it. Will go here. Still, it is working. So what is the X now? It is a temporary variable or object based on whatever the data present in this values. So that content it is going to be dumped to the X. X dot ID means it is going to be go for the first element, that is a X dot ID is 1 and X dot title is this one. So it is going to be print to 1, 2, 3 like that. So if you have 100 items, you are going, it is going to be printed. Let's say this is a this many data are there. I want to take all whole data. So let's say I will take this much data, copy, and where is this one? So I want to paste it till here. Where? Yeah. So Control V, save it, and run it. We will go here. See how the data is. So map is what? It is going to be loop through the data. Okay. So any confusion in this one? Akshay, first we'll ask one by one. Siddesh, do you have any doubts in this one? Feel free if you understand also, I can accept it. Okay, so how the data is flow and how here in the app.js we are rendered and how it is data.map is looping. You have you got it right? Okay, 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 fine. We'll discuss on the prompts. Okay, so now next, Sharnu, do you have any notes in this one? This program, I will take a. Yeah, see, feel free. It's not like that. Okay, if you tell anything, so because initially it will happens to me as well, not only you guys. So if any doubts or something, you let me know in this program. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, yes, exactly. You're correct. You have one doubt. So first of all, this one. This is my app.js. Okay, just mute for if any question is you can unmute. So here what happens? So list render I am going to be add in the app.js. So app is printing that value. So here what is the list rendering? List render is my component. So I have defined a component. So what is the standard code? So just I will minimize this one. So controllers. So this is my what you can say. This is a standard one component. H2. Okay, so this is a one React.js component. So we know everyone. So just if I go here, if I see here output, sorry. So, so in the output, it is printing a hello. So we need this one. We know this one. So I want to add some sort of a code. I want to display the list. That list has to be displayed here. See, it is going to be rendered here, but actual program is here. Okay, so this is we are importing. So now what I will do, I will just uncomment it. Okay, so where is the data is coming? So this is the use effect is there. So it is continuous. It is going to be called the list. Okay. So now here is a I have defined a one constant JSON data. So what is the JSON data? So we know. So this is the information key pair value information. Okay. So this is the one JSON data. So like that we have a n number of JSON data. So we know this one. Okay, so we don't want all data. I will take a only flow. Delete. Okay, so this is a my data is there. Okay, this is a one data. So here set data. So where it is, what is the set data? The set data is I have defined here. So this is a use state. It is going to be manage this data. So initially data is a empty array and the set data is the method. When the set data is called, set data means what? This is the method. I will reduce some more because it's taking a full word screen. Delete it. I will take a only 2 to 3. Okay, so here what is happening here? Uh, so here a data I have taken and initially what is the data? Data is an empty array. How array? I have mentioned with the square bracket. So set data is the method. When you set the data, where we are going to be set to this data. The set data method, it is going to be set what? JSON data. Where it is? So this is a JSON data. It is setting the set data method. It is going to be set the data where to data. Okay, set data what it is doing, it is doing a or setting a data to the this object. Okay, what it is setting? JSON object, JSON data. What JSON data contain? It contains the this information. Okay, so now what happens? It is going to be set the data. So data dot map x. What is the data? The data it is containing the your information. So how we have done a set data of JSON data means set data method set this JSON data to this data. And so data dot map means what? It is going to be loop. So data dot map of x means what? All the data I am going to be dumped into x. So x dot id, x dot user id is your user id, x dot id is 30 and x dot user id is 2 and x dot title is this title. Got it? So here how it is going to be. So any confusion here now? Sharma? Okay. Okay, fine. Next, Akshay. Akshay. Okay, fine. So I need to explain the one more example. Simple. Mm, I will take a one more component inside a list only. I will take a what is this one? List 2.jsx. So this is a my component. So first import React. We know this one. React from React. So then the constant list2. You can do sorry. You can take a constant also, or else you can take it as a function as well. So okay, the function list2 open close brace. I have created a function thing. Then inside a function, sorry, return open close brace. Inside of this one, I have taken a, this is a indirectly it is a div. Okay, if you mention in the this type of, this is like a div start and this is end. I want to take a h2 welcome. Okay, so save it. So I am running this one. So then I want to add a this component. So just I want to comment it. Control forward slash I commented. My program output is nothing here now. Nothing is there because I'm not rendering any component here. So I will do list to list two forward slash. So I want to import that component to import list two. So why it is showing like this? So I need to export this one. Export default list two. Save it. Then if I go here, see, I have imported a list two from the list two. Okay. Okay. So it is throwing an error. List two is the not defined. Okay. Here also we are defined. Here also we defined. So where is the list? List two. So where is this one? List two is not defined. We will take a component one more time. Okay. So this is a list two. So in the list two, what I will do, I will. Okay. So here what happened? So this is my simple uh, component. This component, it is going to be print the value welcome. So here what I will do. So how we'll get to know whether it is importing properly or not? Okay, this is a one more thing is there. So if you don't want to write a React function, so I don't want to write a whole code, so just write a React functional component like this. So still it has to be load like this. So this is the shortcut key how we are using. So either you can use a import React from React or else function list to list. This is you know. Okay, so now what I want to do, it is going to be the list two. So here what happens if you're, sir, I don't want to do manually, then how to do? So just remove everything. So just type list 2. See, automatically it is coming in the list. Just press enter. Automatically it is a fetched here. Okay. So just I will make a forward slash here. So we need to call the component and we need to fetch this one. So it has to be show some output. It is not showing. So if any error means we need to do. Yeah. So always whenever you defining the file name, you have to be uh, take care of. So always try to give some. So what is this one? List component. Okay, so this is a list component is there. So why? Because always we don't need to mention the list sorry numbers in this one. So here, sir, I don't want to write all those things. Okay, then react functional component export. Okay, so this is it is going to be give the component, save it. So that component we are going to be import. What is my component? List component. So I don't want to do any manual import. So just I want to go here, list. See here, the list component. Sorry, automatically it will come forward slash save it, run it, run it. See here, here the data is printing here, list component. What is the data I have printed here? So that is a no, 1 minute. List render, list component, reload it. Here it is a list component. See, if sometimes what happens, so if you storing it in a cache, it is going to be reload of more data. So that time you have to close this one, Control C, yes, CLS, NPM, start. Let close this one. See here what happens. This is the app.js data is a rendering as a list component. That list component, it is there in the what we can say. One more component is there. From there, I have created a normal JavaScript function. So that is a function. Then it is going to be load the component. Okay, so that is a normal generic thing. So it is going to be load the webpack. That is going to be start the server with the localhost 5500 port. Okay, so here this is a simple thing. App.js is loading. From there we are adding the list component. Here it is the see this is the list component. So till now we don't have any issue. Okay, so this is a till now everything is clear. Now what I want to do, I want to show the sub data. So for the data, what is a constant open close brace equals to use state. Okay, use state of sorry of bracket. So here I can take anything. So my data set my data. See what is the data now? So data is an empty. Set my data is a method. So what is the use state? So use state is a one hook. So we are going to be discussing in the later sessions. So use state is a hook. It is going to be maintain the data. What type of data? It might be an array, or it might be an object, or it might be a string. Okay, so anything is possible. So the array I am going to be storing here. Okay, so now the constant my data set my data is there. So this is my array. Okay, so now what I have to do, so I need to call the data, I need to set the data, right? Okay, so I don't want any data or something like that. Okay, so here what happened? First I will this. So I use the use effect. So I used a use effect. Okay, so I don't want to use a here. In this example, I used a one more thing, a use effect. What is the use effect here means? So you are not going to be call any function when the browser is loaded. So this data has to be load and do whatever the action you are going to be perform. Okay. So I don't want to use a what you can say. What is this? Data load. Okay. The first use effect means what? It is going to be call the function. Whatever the function, I am calling the function and loading the data I am doing. Okay. So it is equals to I am taking the one button, so something called a get a data. So why it is coming like this? So anything if you have a multiple component, so you have to enclose with the this is a start and end component it will take. Okay, so get data, when I click on get data, so we need to call a one action on click equals to get data. Okay, so get data. So where is the data? The constant get data sorry equals to open close brace open. Okay, so now what we are going to do? I am going to display the get data. So here the what is the initial my data? So my data I need to set. So how to that? Constant my data. So this is a my data. So I need to set means how to set, or else I can JSON data I will take. Okay, my data we are going to be set this data. So equals to square bracket. First is a square bracket. I want to add my JSON data. Simple JSON. ID equals sorry ID colon one name colon Akshay Akshay. So I will make a AX Akshay. Okay, so this is a one data. So like that, how many data I have? Copy. So I will add a one more field, something course colon React. Copy, Control V. Okay, so this is a one JSON data. So name is Sharnu and course is React. I will add a ID 2 and delete it. I will copy whole thing. Okay, Control C, Control V. So ID 3 name will be Vidya and course will be React. Okay, this is my data is there. So where it is there? In the set data is there. So then I want to map. Okay, what is the map? I will take a one list component. So I will take a one more div. So div means what? It is a block. How you're taking for H1? So it is like a div is a block. Okay, then UL. So what is the UL? The UL is for the unordered list. Inside unordered list, I want to map through data. What is the where I want to store my data? So in the my data. Okay, before that I will set. When I click on this button, on click button, so it is going to be called the get data. So there I want to set my data. Set my data. Set my data method, what it will do? It is going to be set the data. Okay, what data? So this JSON data I want to set. So this is the method. This is the set data is a method. It is going to be set the data. Where it is going to be set the data? It is going to be set the data to the my data. Okay, my data is initially empty. When we call the set my data method, it is going to be set the data to the my data. What data? This is the JSON data. So then I have to loop through my data, my data, sorry, my data dot map open close brace. Then we are calling a one more function. So there we are going to be map through all the items. So how we are going to be so I will take a item or I will take an x. Okay, so then key equals to x dot id and x dot name and x dot course. Save it. Okay, so I will just click here. See here. What is happening here? So this is a my button. We know everything. So this is the on click is the get data is a method. When it is going to be called, see this is a simple list data is there. So this is a div it is printing and this is the get data is a button. It's clear. So when we are calling a get data method, when I click on get data, it is going to be call the event, or else he happen the event on click. From there, it is calling a get data. So get data is a method. Okay, it is sorry a method or a function. Inside a function, we are calling a one more method set data. What is the set data? A set data, sorry, set my data is a method by the use statebook. It is going to be set the data. My data. What is the set my data? It is going to be set. This is the JSON data. So this is the JSON information. So where it is going to be set to the my data. So my data is a now object. What is the array of object? Why array of object? So this is a one object, two object like that. So we have a array of object. Okay, so then when I call the set get data, so then it is going to be set. Then the my data is containing all the information. Okay, so that information my dot map means my data is what it is going to be containing all the value now, and it is going to be map. Map means what? It is going to be loop. So then my data, whatever the data is there, no, that data we are going to be dumped into an X, inside an X. So then here X dot name means what? The first value will be Akshay and X dot course will be, here it is a X dot course will be React. Okay, so like that it is going to be loop and it is going to be print. So when it is going to be when we click here. So for this so we are here what happening when we click means it is going to be store data. But here what I have done, I don't want to click anything. So when the program is loaded, automatically it should be called. So then we are going for the use effect. Got it? So Akshay, do any issues or anything here? Any difficulty to understand? Let me know. Be open. Akshay, clear? So you have a doubt means you can let me know. Okay, fine. Uh, Vidya, do you understand or any issue with this one? Vidya Holy means you not understood that. Vidya, you understood or not understood? Okay, it's good. Fine. So this is how it will works. Okay. So if you just practice one or two times, you will get everything is clear. So first, If you not understood anything, how to debug a code and sense, first you go for the UI part. You forget about this one, okay? You forget about this one. So someone has written, I written a code or anything is fine. So here what happens? The UL tag is there. So what is a list component? So okay, here it is a first it is loaded your program. Okay, list component, it is going to be component. Oh, okay, this is a div. Oh, what is a get data? Oh, okay, here it is a get data. What is this? So we are calling a on click event and we are calling a get data method. Hold a control C, control F and search here where it is coming. Okay, constant get data is there. So we are doing a set method and the JSON data. What is the set method? Control C, control F, enter. Oh, okay. Set my data is a method which is defined by the use state. Okay. So set my data. What I am setting and where I am setting is a question. Set my data. It is going to be set the data to this object. Okay. Sorry. Then set my data. It is going to be set the data to this object. What it is going to be set? So this is the data it is going to be set. So you have to understand. So this JSON data constant JSON. Okay, this is an array of object. This object we are going to be set to the my data by the set by method, where it is containing this data inside a JSON data. Oh, then when we click on this one, it is coming here. It is going to be set the date set my data method. Then it is going to be assigned this data. So then the my data it is going to be looped through in the map. Then this is a x dot id, x dot name, and x dot course. Okay, so this is how it will works the what we can say uh, list. List component. And one more thing, it is the conditional rendering. So what is the conditional rendering? We already discussed yesterday. Just we'll do brief about this. What is a conditional rendering? The conditional rendering is, so here what happens? Every application how it will be there. So there is a login application is there and a what you can say login and a logout. So when is the login application? So this is a let's say your application. Okay. So when you are logged in, so then there is a well before what happens? Okay, so here it is a login button will be there. Okay, so once you log in means what is the button will be there? Somewhere at the top or something like that. Logout button will be there. Okay, so every application is the same. Okay, so here I want to close this one. Where is my list conditional rendering component? So hold a control, mouse over and click here. So here it is I am going to be take a state. So I am again I took a use state. What is a use state? Use state is in a hook in a React. So it might take a true boolean value or a string value or is an object or it an array. So I have taken a so it might be a variable here. Is logged in is a false. Initially it is a false and set logged in is a set is logged in is a method. So then I will go for here. So the I think I done a little bit of spelling mistake. Conditional. So conditional render. So here initially what is that one? Please log in to continue is there. So login button is there. The first case, what is this, sir? A ternary operation or a conditional render. Is logged in. What is the is logged in? Okay, how the ternary operation it works? So there are yesterday I have explained. So there are three things will be there. So this is the one control C, control V, control V. Okay, here it is the and here it is there. Okay, so this is the condition. Whatever the condition, let's say you are going to be entered to the cinema hall. What is the condition? You should have a ticket. If you have a ticket, okay, so if you have a ticket, then allowed to enter a cinema theater. Okay, and the one more case. What is the one more case? So this is the when you have a ticket, then you are allowed. This is one case, or else go outside. Same thing. When the condition is, it is going to be checked for the condition. So if the condition is a true, then it is going to be executed. If you have a ticket, then allowed to be entered, or else you are not allowed to be entered. Okay, so this is the condition. So this is the condition. If condition is true, after this block will be executed, or else it is going to be executed after colon. Okay, same thing we are doing with the button. When we click on that one, we are calling a set logged in. If it is a true, means it is going to be false. If it is a false, means it is going to be true. So E state logged in. What is the E state logged in? So now false. What is the status should be there? Login. So there, that's why it is there. If I click a login, what is the status will be there? From the false to the true, it will happen. Okay. So any confusion? I think you have a confusion here. Uh, Straightforward, you can ask whether you understood or not this one. Akshay, Sharnu, Siddesh, Prakhyat, Vidya. Are you understood or not? I will explain one more time. Here, this is a state. If it is a true, means what happens? I will make a true. TRUE. Save it. We'll go here. See, cancel. See, automatically it is coming if it is a status is a true. Okay, so welcome to user will come. So welcome to user is came, and set logged in. When I click okay, so then it is coming a logout. Why? Because is logged in is a true, so that's why this logout will come. So when I click here, so then please enter to login. Again it is going to be check is logged in is what. So true to the false it will happen. So then it is a please log in to continue will come. Then this button will be uh, set is logged in is a from true to false. That's why it is calling a login. Okay, so you understood or not this one? Or else can I take one more example or how it will be? Anyone? Okay. Sharnu, any difficulty in this one? Okay, fine. Okay, I will take it. Is logged in is a variable or why? Because true or false, there is a boolean variable. True or false, there are two conditions. You might take it as a variable or it might be an object. So use state is a one hook. It is given by the React. You can define this one. You can take it as now it is a variable. If I make a something like that, it is an object. Then it will not execute this program. Okay. So if I make like this, now it is an is logged in is an array object. This is the only floor bracket. So then is logged in is an object. If it is a square bracket, it is an object. If I make a something like this is the string variable. So that is a initially we set a false means it is a variable. It is taking a false value. Okay. When the condition is false, so then this block will be not executed. So here it is I explained here. So this is my condition is there. Whatever the condition, I don't know. One condition. So condition is there. So here I have a sub question mark. I think here I have a question mark. So I think here there is a question mark is okay. So here it is a question mark is there. Here it is a colon is there. Okay. So I want to take a little bit. Okay. So I want to explain here. This is the one block is there. Okay. This is the condition, and here we have one more condition, and here it is a one other another state. Okay. So what is the condition here? Any condition. If you have a ticket, the first is if you have a ticket here, so then okay, so this is the one condition, and this is the another condition. The first condition is a question mark. What is this one? Do you have a ticket? Then you are allowed to enter a cinema theater. If not, here it is a colon is there. Okay, the colon we have defined here. Then you are not going to be allowed to enter here. So is logged in is a false. That's why it is not executed. This is the first block, and after colon that is the second block. Okay, if this condition is true, then this is the first block will be executed, or else it is not going to be executed as second block. So same thing, this state is a value. Okay, I will take a one more. Okay, is this a standard or not? What is this not a standard? So control D. I will take a something. Uh, my status. See here. What is the my status initially? Okay, I will take a my status to the ticket. Okay. Okay. The first case is what? Rerun it. The first one is what? Okay. You are going to be enter a cinema theater. Okay. Okay. So what is the first case is there? Sorry, you are not allowed to be, and purchase a ticket is there. How it is coming here? What is the ticket value? Initially false. False means I don't have anything. So that's why what is the status here? Conditional rendering, what we are doing. So it is asking for the ticket. What is a ticket? False means I don't have a ticket. So then when if you the condition fails or a false, so this block will be not executed. So which block is executed? After colon block it is executed. What is the after colon block? Sorry, you are not allowed. Why? Because you don't have a ticket. Just for the meaningfulness. Okay. So what is the ticket? The false means what? We you don't have. The same thing I will make it as a true. Save it. See, yes, you are allowed and a ticket purchased. So how it is happening here? It is happening here. So what is the initial value of ticket now? So ticket, the state is true means okay, you have a ticket. So if a ticket is true, the condition is true, then you are allowed. This block will be executed. Okay. So then you are allowed. Then your ticket purchased is button is showing here. So when I click here, from here it is a true to false, it is going to be okay. So when the ticket I purchased here, so then what is the state now? The state is a true. Okay, the state is a true. When the true condition is there, then this will be executed. That's why ticket purchased is there. Okay, so then I am going to what is this one then the on click? When I click here, it is changing the set ticket to the not ticket. So what is the ticket now? True. Is not ticket means it is going to be make it as a false. So then again it will load a ticket is a false. Then you are not allowed to enter a ticket. Sorry, you are not allowed to allowed, you don't have a ticket. And from the ticket purchase to the purchase a ticket will be happens. You understood or not, Sharnu, or any confusions? Okay, Siddesh, you understood this one? Akshay, do you have any doubts in this one? Okay, fine. If you just practice, no, initially it will feel like that. If you just practice, no, then it will be very clear. Okay, fine. I'm taking a one example related to style. Then we are going to be finish this today's session. Okay, how to? So we know how to write a style in the what you can say CSS. So how to write a style? So to write a style, we are using external styles. So here also we can use the external styles. It depends how we are going to be write. So here, what I want to do, someone is not in mute. Okay, first what I will do, I want to create a one component here. What is the component? The component name should be something. Uh, okay, I want to create a one component. That component name should be something. My my style comp.jsx. Okay, so then import react, then a constant my style comp open close brace. Okay, and return open close brace, and I want to create a new. So then h2 welcome to react style. So it's nothing is changed. So how, if you want to change this, how to do? So just you need to add that component here. So just I will comment this control forward slash. So then which component? That is a my style comp. So just type of my. So here it is not coming. Why? Because so I need to export here. Export default my last count. Okay. Here it is a function. Okay. And here my, see here automatically it is coming my style components, conditional running my style comp is there. So we have created here and the forward slash save it, run it. So then here it is there. My h2 tag is there, return is there. It is going to be printed like this. So here the constant you can define like this also. Constant my component equals to equals to save it. Okay. So this is a one method to display. So here I will add a div and a div. Sir, I don't want to write all those things. So just what I have to do, React function component export. Okay, enter. Okay, so you can same thing function, my function, return. So this is a so then it has to be load my data. Okay, see here, my style comp is there. So anything, either you can go with like this, or you can do so if you want to do manually save it. See, you can define a constant my style component. You can write like this also. Okay, so now I want to apply a style for this one. Okay, so I want to write a style for the H2 tag. Okay, or like I want to take a H2 tag and I want to take up something for a div. So I will add a some dummy text loiparam. So you know this one, okay? What is a loiparam dummy text is div. So it is just dummy text we are going to be okay. Save it. So now I want to write a style here. So there here going to be add a constant a style equals to open close brace. So normal CSS you have to write here. What is a normal CSS? For that I want to something called a background color. What is a background color? So something you can set a light gray and a font font will be sorry. The color will be something blue. Okay, so here now you are not going to be see anything here. So if you just use this Control C copy, then write here a style equals to that style class. See how it is apply style. So there that is the one method to write a style. If you want to write an inline style, so just go here style, open close bracket, and the color will be dark cyan, font family colon, font family something cursive fantasy monospace. Save it. See how it is changed. Okay, so if you want to change dark cyan to white, save it. So you can write a style inline like this. So that is the first character will be not quoted. Here it is a quoted. And if you want to write a bunch of a style, so you have one more div. Uh, div. So then welcome to style component. Okay. So for this div also, if you want to apply, how to apply a style. Save it. See So here both are same thing, it's happened. If you want to blue and color will be text color will be white. Got it. So this is how to write a style. Got it. I think today you got some doubts clearance. Okay. So if